Hi everyone, Carmen Broxma here with Choose Joy with Carmen, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be sharing the card that I created for Craft Roulette episode number 144. And these are all the supplies that I used, and we'll cover them as I go through each of the elements on my card and the parameters. So let's just get started and look at the card. So here's the card, and let's take a look at the first parameter, which was the project had to be a card for someone special. So unfortunately, I had a brother-in-law who passed away, and a really good friend that I've been friends with since elementary school, her father just passed away. So I need a lot of sympathy cards, and I think I'm going to, consider that as for someone special because these are people that I'm very close to and they are special to me. So this card is going to be one of the cards that I send out for one of the recipients. I don't know who yet, but I know I got to make more of either this design or another other designs for sympathy. And then we had the colors had to be Christmas tree colors. So that meant it didn't have to be just all green. It could be whatever you put on your Christmas tree. But I did choose to go with the green theme, and I decided to go with blue on this one because there are a lot of people who really like blue ornaments. And I remember I had a tree that had pastel ornaments, and I change it up. So depending on what my mood is. So there are so many colors out there. I mean, I've seen even sunflower trees and just, all kinds. So the colors was easy this week because you could basically use any color because there are Christmas tree ornaments for every color. But I chose to go with blue because I wanted to use the designer paper that was part of this paper pack right here. And this is no longer available, but it was part of bundled with the fitting florets. And you can still get the um, stamp set and die cuts. They're going to be available in the new catalog, the new mini catalog that goes live tomorrow. So you can still get the stamp set and the dies, but you can't get the paper. And so I chose to use these two patterns right here. And as for my card base, I'm using the Evening Evergreen. So there is that. And then let's move on to the next parameter. So the next parameter was, let's see here. The element had to be a wreath. So I decided to go with this stamp set here that is, the cottage wreaths. And I thought that would be really pretty to use. I hadn't used it yet. But I love, this is one of those distinctive stamps where it looks, like you've stamped it in different colors. I don't know if you can see on the wreath there, but there's different shades. So it looks like, it's more realistic. And I love the distinctive stamps. They're so much fun to work with. So I decided to go with that stamp set and the dies, of course, because there's dies that go along with this, because I wanted to die cut my wreath out. So that's what I ended up using there. And then let's see, the last element of the last thing of the parameters was the random one had to be hand-drawn border. So I went ahead, and when I did that sympathy banner there in the middle of that wreath, I just went ahead and took my balmy blue, which is the color of the flowers and the paper, and I just went ahead and made that border. I hand drew that border around there. So I really like that. I think this turned out really nice. And some of the other things that I used, I really wanted a sentiment, that was going to fit nicely with this. So I pulled out a really old Hostess set. It's called Bloom with Hope. And in here was this they had with sympathy, and I really liked what the inside was for that. So when you open it up, it says, as time and memory bring healing, may comfort and hope bloom in your heart. So I loved that. So I had to pull out an old retired set, but that's okay. That's the whole purpose of this, right? And then, of course, I use my favorite stylish shapes for the circle behind the wreath. And the colors that I used were the soft succulent, the evening evergreen, the balmy blue, and the soft suede. And then I pulled in some really old embellishments. And these are, they're kind of pastel-y, but I really liked the kind of greenish color that was in there. So I went ahead and put that in the middle of my bow. But then I wanted a little more something, so I pulled in these fine sparkle adhesives, and I used a small one of the green ones here and put it right in the middle of that embellishment too. And then on the berries, the blueberries, I went ahead and added some wink of Stella, and I'm sure you can't see that in the camera here, but I wanted just that little bit of glisten on those berries. Okay, I think that was all that I used and that I wanted to share, but I love when the parameters are easy like they were this week, and it lent itself easily so that I could work on sympathy cards and also create something for the show. So I'm really excited to submit this and hope you all enjoyed it. And thank you all that are regular followers of mine. I am so excited. I now have passed the 500 mark, which was very shocking to me, but I am so excited about that. But I'm sure that has a lot to do with uh, Call Me Crafty Owl, because I am now part of her collaboration team. And so that is a big reason of why my numbers have increased. So thank you, Alicia, for inviting me to be a part of the collaboration team. I really think that's going to help my channel as well. Okay, well, until the next video, I hope you all have a great week and have some fun crafting. Bye-bye, everyone.